Hey, my love. Hey, Joyce, how are you? We're not moving yet. Oh, crap. All right, let's... Aha, that would be... Why, that's not warming up. Let's do this. There we go. All right, I'm trying to get this car. Hey, Miss Robinson, how is you? How was everybody's day? How has 2024 been to you all so far? It's been a good day. Yeah, I wound up not having my boys today. Oh, there you. I woke up with my back killing me, and just took a muscle relaxer and stayed in bed all day. It's okay right now, but damn, go figure, right? We're gonna go with 80s music tonight. Is my sister here? Get her here so she can see this. So I got to get on the road. Hey, so that'll change. Uh-oh. Was it worse after you got to the office? Well, we have company at work tonight. Say hi. Uh-oh. No. Hi. Say hi, Munchkin. Say hi. You want to see something? I dug out my old, I have an old doggy backpack. It's like a full-ass backpack. And I got it out of the storage room. So I'm going to wear her on my back while I'm working. That way she's not running around diddling anywhere. Say hi. Oh. Yeah, we're like thinking the whole Diane thing because the kids can't remember that name. Obviously, I'm not keeping her, but she hasn't answered anything anyway right now, so. All right, let's go. I've got to, turn your headlights on, Harley. I'm gonna stop my, oh shit. Hold on, y'all. That's my cigarette, hold on. We needed gas. Not keeping her, hell no. Look, I already have 4 dogs. I said I would never get a small dog again. I don't want a small dog in my house. They are the hardest to train. They are so difficult to train. Because they're so little, they can like go under beds and shit. And shit under your bed. No thank you. Hi, Kiwi. We're fixing to, we got to stop and grab some petrol. Oh, apparently that tire needs to be replaced. We'll do that this week, maybe. We got to stop and get some petrol, and then we got to swing through. God dang, I'm going to be late getting off tonight, that's for sure. We got to swing through my kids' work real quick and see. There's a girl that works with my kiddo that was thinking about taking her. So maybe if I drive through their window with the puppy hanging out the window, she'll fall in love with her and take her. Not much. Like, the other dogs are finally okay. Thea's not trying to just snap at her every time I turn around. They pretty much ignore her. The big dogs completely ignore her. which obviously she hasn't met Max. He would probably eat her. But the potty training thing, not so much. I need to get some TT pads. She's sleeping all night though. That's a good thing, but it has to be in my bed. So she's not too fond of her kennel. She'll go in. So I separate all the dogs to eat. It's just a routine we have anyway. Cairo eats in his kennel. Thea eats in one spot. Tucker eats in another spot. It's just less chaos that way with so many dogs. They know exactly where to go to eat. So she eats in her kennel. But I like push the door shut. Don't latch it when she goes in there to eat. And when she's done, she pushes the door right open and comes out. But I have to keep that door closed. So, and I'm having to pick up food bowls. That way she doesn't eat the big dog's dog food. Speaking of which, we've got to go grab dog food when we get over there too. And they don't eat hers. This is the last thing I need is someone with the shits. I wormed her Saturday. I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. Saturday, I think I wormed her. And I don't see any more worms in her poop. There wasn't a whole lot. Her belly has definitely gone down though. So, okay. Let's see. I went to every active job site and let people know that if they aren't happy with the way I run things, there's a door, and nothing short of a severe no on my part. Don't call HR. And pain in the rear and all the tears from my child. My daughter and her husband close on their first house next Friday, the 12th. So I have no children this weekend, but I'll probably be at her house this weekend helping her pack stuff up. And then the next weekend, maybe we can get everything moved in one day, really. She lives in a 2-bedroom apartment. Shouldn't be that difficult. Oh, thank you, my love. Yeah, they're so, oh man, it came out. It's just been one thing after another with that house. They're finally moving out of it, or moving their stuff out of it. I guess they came and stayed in it over Thanksgiving, over Christmas. They had to get some repairs or whatever, and where it started out, the woman was not going to contribute anything to closing costs, to the buyer's closing cost, which she was already getting full asking price. Well, it appraised for $5,000 more than the agreed amount. So her loan, the mortgage approval was already going, good enough for that. But, and this is what blows my mind away, the type of loan that they qualified for, that they're getting, they have to pay appraisal price for the house. They can't pay for it for less than what it appraises for the loan, which is, I don't know, shit's different nowadays, I guess. I haven't had a mortgage in a long time, but I didn't know that they had to do that. So they had to add another $5,000 to what they're paying for the house. But they wrote up a new contract requesting that the seller put that towards the buyer's closing cost. So she's putting $6,000 towards the buyer's closing cost because they had to increase the purchase price. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've dealt with mortgages and stuff like that. I really try not to get loans for anything if possible. I was good for a new tractor. that was given for my place. You got a new tractor. That's awesome. I need one. My little tractor's been broke down for years, and I had somebody try to work on it, and they couldn't get it fixed. I should have loaded it up and took it to the shop a long time ago. It's just sat. Hey, other Joyce. I had the best New Year's Eve ever. My husband remembered who I was and kissed me. Oh my gosh. Why? What do you mean he remembered? Oh, I know who I'm talking to now. Never mind. I'm sorry. That is wonderful. Don't pay me any mind. That took me just a second. I'm sorry. That's amazing for you, Joyce. I'm so happy. What kind? Ooh, I don't. I don't know. Tell you the truth, I have no idea. I'd have to go out there and look. It's not a big one. Got reported on my other account. Oh my Lord. Like your main profile? Are you talking about your main profile? All right, give me. Oh, they got a few people in there, but there's nobody in the drive-thru. Okay, give me just a second. I'm pulling up to see my son real quick. All right, y'all, sorry. Oh, she started crying. I was right here the whole time. Let's see. Oh, the other one. You know who? I have no clue. I'll have to go look about the tractor. I'm a New Holland man, but my family owns several different. I'm wanting to say it's a Kubota. First thing I learned to drive was a Massey. Gotcha. I think it's a, hey Antonia, I think it's a Kubota. Okay, well, that one, she's gonna ask her sister. Her dad told her no, she can't have another dog. And she started crying when I just drove right by the gas station. I am so glad I looked down before I got on the freeway. That would have been a disaster because I need gas right now. Shit. I picked her up and held her out the window and she started freaking crying. I was like, oh my God, why are you crying? That almost made me sad. She said, I just started my period. Everything's making me cry. Bless her heart. Oh. Were y'all good in here? Okay, I'm still gonna get gas. Shit. It's gonna be so late. I don't know where she went. Alright, where'd y'all all go? I need to stay on the road here. 24-hour ban on my... Oh, no. Oh, that other one. Okay, gotcha. Who'd you piss off? Oh my. Well, that sucks, Christian. Oh, and yeah, I gotta do some looking into flights. Damn, it's going up. My two middle children, their great-grandmother passed away this morning. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to try and come home or not for that, and it'll be a lot easier. I'm hoping it's not too super expensive to get him a flight, a round-trip flight. Our new friends in oh, really? Oh, no, I told them all to go to hell. Oh, God almighty. Okay, hold on. Let me start the gasoline. Okay. Let's master it, boys. Get my wallet out. Hey, I have another profile that I'll give you access to if you need it. FBSI. Rainy night. Oh, oh my goodness, Christian. Okay. Well, at least they know exactly how you feel. I've got to clean this thing out. Did that thing just click already? Oh, the next pump. Hi, little girl. Okay, does everybody want to see while we're sitting here? Let's see. I say hi. I say it's nap time, huh? It's nap time, huh? And I love the rainy night. Her nose is getting better too. So I'm a barker though. Oh my God. Jesus, is that necessary? She is quite the yapper. I took your picture. I took your picture. I'm fine, it's only a day. Oh, yeah, you did say 24 hours. I gotta go back in there and look. Uh-oh. There's a family over there doing kid exchange. All right. What are we talking about now, y'all? Come on. Someone to leave their vehicle alone, but not theirs. I've treated a certain Corvette. Oh my heavens. Hello, snake hole. I should be packing for, yes, you should be. Get over there and get it done. It's definitely going to be after 1:30 when we get finished tonight. Oh. How are you, Mr. Snakehole? Okay, are you warm enough now, puppers? Retro avocado. What the heck? How's your back? Feeling better. It still is really tight. It just needs to be adjusted. Like my whole spine needs to be popped and adjusted. It started like the last few days I've been noticing when I wake up, it was kind of sore, bothering me. So I guess I just have been leading up to it. I need to make a chiropractor appointment. But the chiropractor that works in the little town that I live in, there's only one, and she's okay for like to hold you over, I guess. I have my regular chiropractor in the city, and then I have my special one that I found last year in Little Rock that I love, but that takes a trip. And then like my chiropractor in the city is closed on Fridays. So trying to figure out how to make an appointment, because it would just be ridiculous for me to, I can't leave till after 5 to go to work and stuff. And it would be ridiculous on a day that I work to go over there to the chiropractor, come all the way back home, and then go all the way back over there for work. It's just, you know, first world problems, right? I would have been caught by now. That's crazy, Christian. You're braver than me. That would make a good life. The chiropractor? I can tell something's definitely out, because my Probably like around L5, S1. I can lean over a little and it make it pop just by leaning to the side. There's a click in there. Trigger warning, you will see. Uh-oh. My chiropractor died. He was a good one. He would straddle me like a Harley and pop everything back. Yeah, see. So the lady chiropractor in my town, when she twists me, nothing ever pops. And I'm very difficult to adjust, I'll say that. The same, the man that I see in the city, he doesn't straddle you, but he gets everything to work. It's amazing. And then the one that I found in Little Rock was just by chance. I was in Little Rock for some other appointments and my back was killing me, so I started doing some research while I was in the waiting room at the first appointment, and I was looking for places that just take walk-ins, and found these people and liked what I saw that they do. And they do a whole lot of other stuff. They do like the fascia blasting and the cupping and a whole freaking massage bed machine thing with the water massage. Now, Miss Harley, take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Why are you trying to calm me down? You're my size. It's often better to go to a horse class. Stop it, Christian. Oh my God. Hey, I watch those guys though that do that. That is very interesting to me. Oh shit. What in the hell? What did you just send me? What in God's name did you just send me? Why? 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 Except for the Miss Harley part. You're cute. The last chiropractor I went to was a little feller, and he couldn't pop me. Yeah, see, that's... What the... Where do you even... Where did that come from, first of all? Second of all, the first one is absolutely impossible. That is some really good editing somebody did. Massage therapy was... I'm going to try it. That's funny. I was looking through. Oh my Lord. I went to this massage place in the city a few weeks ago, and it's like literally, I've told y'all before, when I first found them, it's like a hole in the wall. Literally, it's one door into the building that they're like in a strip mall, and it's just a door between other big storefronts, just a door. And so I went in there, and I'll be dadgum, there was signs at the front desk, there was signs in the massage rooms. It was a nice little parlor, other than I think that the people that run it actually live in the back part of it, because the whole place smelled like a seafood boil. But there was signs that kept saying that it was not, that they did not, oh, how was it put? Obviously no soliciting. Any sexual solicitations would be reported to the proper authorities immediately. Something along those lines. God dang. No, it was making it clear that that was not a happy ending place. And see, that's what we were worried that it was going to be, because of it being such a little bitty spot. But there was this bar, I don't know, about 8 or 10 inches away from the ceiling, that ran across from one wall to the other wall, right above the massage table. So I'm guessing like they will stand on your back and hold the bar. I don't fucking know. That was kind of weird. But I mean, it really wasn't a bad price. I think I paid $70 for an hour. And hey, I like seafood boils, so it wasn't that bad. Laying in there getting massaged while I'm smelling crab legs and stuff. Hold on, guys, and I'll be able to read. Okay, the guy who did my last massage is a survivalist from Alaska. Had backpacked across. Oh, that's cool. Hello, redhead. I'm doing great. How are you, my love? Thanks for joining us. We're running very behind tonight. No, but I'm sure that it was good if it was down here. Just look at them. Them fellas in Mississippi know how to do seafood boils. Just look at the hours. If they are open every night till at least 10. They're open every day from 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. I think it said. And I think that they are the people that used to be in this little mall that's not far from there. That place in the mall closed down, I don't know, earlier this year, or last year, I guess. And I always wondered why. It's one of those places that you can go in and you can either get a leg and foot massage, or you can sit on the little chair and they do like a back, neck, and shoulder massage, or they have beds in the rooms where you can do it all. So I feel like that might be who that was. Nothing really exciting happened today. Kathy can't go live on Facebook, so she's going live on YouTube. By the way, Christian, there you go. But she's not doing it as much. I don't know what's going on. She's under, I think, Catherine Harrison on YouTube. I'll shoot you a link later. Remind me. She can't. No. Okay, so was it Friday? Yeah, Friday night when she was live late Friday night, lost her shit. No, wait. Hold on. When did we do a live? It was Saturday night, right? because I worked Friday night. So Friday night, she had a live that got cut off and disappeared. And I asked her about it. She said she didn't delete it. She couldn't find it, and she was mad. Well, it was the live that she was sitting in her car crying that she doesn't want to be here anymore, and she's just done, and da-da-da-da-da, and then I believe it ended suddenly, and it's not on that page. So I'd imagine that live got reported for self-harm insinuations, and she lost that whole live, and her page took a strike. So I guess she's in, which she can post reels on that main profile, but she can't go live on it. So I guess she's restricted probably for 7 days if it was her first one. So the next day she made she didn't make a new one. It was one of her other profiles. She has like 5. So she just went and logged into one of her other Facebook profiles that she hadn't used in a couple years and started going live from that. And then that one disappeared. I think yesterday morning it was gone. So somebody was reporting that profile, I guess, and the whole profile got zucked, is what I'm understanding. And so yesterday morning she started going live on YouTube, on her YouTube channel. But the last 2 days that she's gone live, she's been back to her normal, going live in her kitchen/living room, dancing to music, trying to read the Bible. I don't know what that's all about. Honestly, she needs to start doing like morning devotionals alone and studying the Bible and learning it. That's just my opinion. Okay? Friday night was the night that y'all put me in a deep nocturne. Oh. Was it? Did I go live Friday night after I got home from work? Okay. Reading poorly. And she ditched her dad today for social. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Maybe somebody else was already taking him. I didn't catch the first of her live today, and I haven't gone back to watch it. Because originally she was saying that she had to take him to the doctor Wednesday, but she had made a comment about some kind of a procedure that he was going to have done. Now, I was live New Year's Eve, yeah, but from home with StreamYard. I can't remember if that was Friday night or Saturday night. I went live Saturday night, I think, because she was at the bar. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I went live on StreamYard from home, is what I mean when I say that. Thank y'all. Gotcha. So, Saturday she was using that backup profile, and it's gone now. She should have been at the hospital. Well, I mean, maybe he didn't want her there. Yes. That's right. Okay, so. Anyway, I don't guess it really. Oh, there's a big old line of traffic behind me. She didn't go live from the bar. She came into my live and kept asking to come up. And we had to post the link like 50 times for her before she finally figured it out. And I didn't even know she was actually at the bar. And I thought she was wanting to come up on panel and discuss everything that had been going on. No, she finally clicked the link, and I pull her up, and she's in the bar dancing in front of her camera. And then she went and hid in the women's restroom talking to us for a little bit. And she had a cocktail or, oh shit, hold on. see what this is all about. She just went live, y'all. Yeah, drinking and driving. Let's see what she has to say here. Oh my God. Hey, Squirmer. More. Yep. Yeah, that was another thing. Snake Hole. She had a drink, a whole, like a big drink too, wasn't little. And she downed that pretty fast. And then had a glass of water and hung out in the bathroom for a little bit. And then decided she was going to go home because this guy was hitting on her. I was trying to convince her to go home with him, but she wouldn't. She's still in her bathrobe. Holy crap. And then Maria came up. Somebody had told Maria that we were live and told her to come watch. And she thought that I was asking her for her. But anyway, she came up on panel and we talked for a minute and got some stuff straightened out. And anyway, we tried to convince her that she did not need to drive home. Even she's like, it's just one drink and alcohol doesn't affect me. I mean, if you never drink alcohol, you cannot tell me it doesn't affect you. I don't drink that often, but I'm sure I drink more than she does. And one glass of wine has me... there's no way I would drive even after one glass of wine. And she drove home anyway. We all told her not to. You're right, because I remember saying now it's the night before New Year's Eve. The cops are going to be everywhere. She sounded buzzed. Yeah, she did. Doesn't affect me either. Why does she turn her music up so loud? Janie is in there. She's trying to meet up with Janie. FBSI.
Someone just sent me this video. I won't be able to play much of it. I'm going to play a little bit of it. And when they sent me this video and I watched it, I was like, oh my
Okay.
gosh.
You guys are running over there and giving it to her, aren't you?
I've been going to school for 4 years.
Oh, God, here we go. She'll probably ditch the road. Oh, Jesus. I hope not. I don't drink. Absolutely, just me. I don't either.
I'm broken.
Oh, God. So long since I've had it.
I'm broken.
Really knocked me on my ass. She's broken.
Take that back. Forgive me, Lord. I was broken.
Somebody ask her why she's been in her bathrobe all day.
And we'll get through this. And you'll get through what you're going through. I know there's someone on here that loves me dearly. And she says I changed her life back in 2014. Before that. I know these videos help people.
Everybody
They do.
just...
I've been told they do.
Everybody just left off here to go. Oh, here. I tell you
I'm
what.
asking right now for the protection to be on this video in the name of Jesus. All evil must back away now in the name of Jesus.
I'm sending this to you right now, Christian.
Not of you, God must go.
This is the link to her, the live right now of hers that I'm texting you.
This video.
But you can subscribe to her channel that way, at least. Because it doesn't, it's not, she doesn't have enough content and followers to where when you just look her name up, she shows up. Oh, yum. What the frick is she doing? Okay, we don't want to listen to that crap. She's showing some kind of a, I don't know, a video of somebody talking. What she's doing. FBSI spamming her chat right now. She ain't reading. She's not paying any attention to us. Oh, I like a glass of wine occasionally, but like literally a bottle of wine will sit in my fridge for 4 months or more. Just because it's not very often that I can be alone, not have anybody that I have to be responsible for, and then not have to get up the next morning and be responsible for people. Oh my God, could you keep it in your lane, please, sir? I really don't want to die tonight. Jesus Christ. God bless truck drivers. I know that they make America work, but shit, some people should not be truck drivers. Just saying. This puppy is asleep, like gone to the whole world. There was a time hold on. I was alone for a second, and then all these cars just caught up. That there was nothing in my fridge besides beer and whiskey and maybe lunch meat and milk. They let anyone drive a truck. I know they do. Beer and... Ew. I hope you weren't drinking the whiskey and milk at the same time. That would be asking for a tummy ache. Sure would curdle that stuff, wouldn't it? Oh my God. Why does she have to do this? I will, I'll set y'all up here at work here in just a minute and let y'all watch her while I get stuff done, if y'all want to. I mean, I'm sure everybody could just go to hers, but why give her the views? Hi, Kathy. How do you get rid of demons? Oh, Christian founder. Of mixed drinks. But I would get drunk and would eat anything, and I would wash it down with milk. Oh my God. I'll tell you, do y'all realize that's not the real Gwen over there? I hope y'all realize that. Chinese spy balloon. I wish I was Kathy's toilet bowl. Ugh. Don't forget, delivery man coming soon. Your pagan Yule tree is nice. Did you know that Jesus was a Jew? Kathy, tell everyone why you abandoned your father today. Oh, I need to ask. Hold on, y'all. I'm in traffic right now. We're almost to work, though. I see you over there. She's not reading nothing. had to give up smoke because of my job. I'm the one that would rather smoke than drink. Oh, ooh, I've never smoked. I don't think I could do that. I've never been a big drinker though, like, of course. When I was younger and would go to like conference weekends, EMS conference, yeah, I'd kind of party then. And there was a little while that my sister was single and my best friend was single, so me and the two of them would go out dancing. Oh goodness. Well, I'm glad you have overcome it. I am proud of you. $8:45 is what time we're going to clock out. 8:45. I don't know. She must be driving still. I don't even know what she's doing. She hasn't told me where she's going. But her dinner made me jealous. Oh, shit. I know y'all don't want to hear this stuff, though.
So Satan is a master of bringing trauma to tear the soul into pieces. And most deliverance ministers will fail because we are concentrating on casting demons out, but we leave that element of restoring the soul.
Let me do this. I'm going to comment as this page, not my actual profile. I don't see her. Oh, I gotta click the link again, I guess. Hello, Twisted Sister. Oh, I was just, hey, giving you the bird, Twisted Sister. I was just saying I was gonna text you as soon as I stopped here. How's your daughter? Yes, I saw that.
We have to ask the angels of God to restore the areas of the soul that were fragmented. And sometimes the soul has been fragmented through soul ties.
Okay, I'm going to put this up for just a second so I can get us inside. Ooh, let's turn the lights off. You stay. Your freaking bed smells like pee-pee. Did you pee-pee in your bed? Oops. All right, let me get y'all in here. Oh God, hold on, puppy. Sorry, and the alarm turned off, and then I got to come back out and get the dog. Dear heavens, what did I do? She's not gonna like me because I'm gonna put her in my the puppy dog backpack. She can't just wander around in here. Oh God. All right, hold on, guys. Let me. Holy shit. She is some better. Oh my God, causing her that kind of pain? Okay, y'all don't move. I'll be right back. pretty sure she did pee on this bed. Oh, she did. Gross. I gotta go wash my hands. Okay. Let me get y'all set up so y'all can watch Kathy. I'm gonna turn that back on.
So now in darkness out of the prison house. And
Oh my gosh, dog, that is terrible.
because he has anointed me to preach the gospel of the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted. We see that. That's the fragmentation of the soul, the brokenhearted. That also can talk about people who have what we call
Hold on, let me go get another.
personality disorders or multiple personalities. Multiple personalities can be explained as a brokenhearted. It means you can tell when someone has a multiple personality because they don't talk like a demon. They talk like a human being. If they're talking like a human being, if there's a baby inside of them talking like a human being, then you know it's not a demon problem. It's a multiple personality problem. It means that there's so much trauma and then defense mechanism that has been built deep within to cope with this trauma. And sometimes if you do not know deliverance well, you'll go casting demons where there's no demons. It may be that the person just needs to talk so that they can know how to handle these issues that they're dealing with deeply. And sometimes demons will use those emotional traumas. If they're not willing to release them, Satan will use them as altars of control and oppression. So then you have to know how to
Same noise that I've been making for a long time.
the spirit that is speaking through the person. That's why you find the people who believe the demons. We can't cast demons. We can't deal with that. We can't talk about deliverance. Those people have a lot of people around them who are suffering, and they can't help those people because God will not give you what you don't believe in. God will never give you healing if you don't believe in healing. God will never use a minister to minister healing to you if you don't believe in the healing ministry. God will never use a deliverance minister in your life if you don't believe in deliverance.
Go ahead and stop that right now. Born from amazing parents. They tried to have me for years. My dad worked all parents. My papa was alive. He would pick me up every Friday, bring me to their house for the week.
Hey, girl.
My brother was born 4 years after me.
Okay.
I remember my papa picking me up on Fridays. They would spoil me so much. Me and my papa would go to the mall, walk around. I would remember there was a store that had a little people doll that was I put $1,000 here the other day. I said $5,000. I have no clue how much that doll was. I just said it was a bunch of money.
Oh.
What I should have said.
Did y'all hear that?
Papa would say every time we saw it, if you stop biting your fingernails, I will buy that for you. He wanted me to quit biting my fingernails so bad, and I wish I could have before he passed.
She told me she'd tell me about why that thing was $5,000. Remember, y'all?
I would bleed and pick them.
We talked about that just the other night. Hold on, let me. I'm sorry, I know there's a glare.
So little.
Hold on, I gotta top something.
So something, I don't know what I said. He would take me to ride ponies
Showed nothing with her gallbladder and
and
appendix.
amusement
Wow.
parks. It was called McNair Fair.
I don't know. You know,
I was
but
good
I
friends
can't.
with McNair.
She does.
Mimi would always cook a really good meal on Fridays. I believe on Saturday nights we would go out on the town to the best restaurants. When we went out to dinner, they let me order what I wanted. I love seafood. My parents didn't eat it at all.
I commented.
My parents had a difficult time with my brother. He was always getting into something.
Do y'all want to see the comments too, or do you want me to make her like full screen?
I don't remember how old I was, but he came in and he took a belt buckle and he threw it in my head and he hit it as hard as he could. I was in the tub with a friend. We were very young. Blood was gushing everywhere. Everywhere blood was gushing. He hit me so hard.
It's Titty Tuesday.
Busted my head. My mom was freaking out.
Ham, egg, and cheese is right about that.
He was only about 2 years old, if I remember. He was very young. My brother did some wild things. He flooded neighbors' houses. He would key cars and write his name when he would key the cars. My grandmother's neighbor got a brand new car and he keyed his name all the way down it. My grandparents were so embarrassed. My brother is amazing. I love him dearly.
Somebody was embarrassed of her. Go figure.
When I had to move in the tent, that I'd be able to have a hot shower, and that I'd be able to stay warm.
Okay.
He went out and did everything he could while I was laying in that tent.
Oh,
sleeping.
Christian.
When I was in the car, it worried him sick.
Load the dog up.
I was like, I wish there was something I could do to help you.
You're gonna sit in this for now. Come here. I know. It's scary.
When we went to dinner, I would order what I wanted. I love seafood. I've already read that.
Oh my God, that dog bed. I can't believe I didn't see that.
I said here where he flooded the neighbors and did all that.
I have no. Her book. Can y'all see?
I remember my mom was always having to take me to Roswell, to the pediatrician office, because we were always sick. My brother was able to get his tonsils out. I was never able to get them out till I was 19. I had to have surgery at a very young age, a kidney surgery. Don't remember anything about it. My mom used to shop. We would do that a lot. My parents schooled us also. We had a nice pool, playhouse that my dad built. It was so. I had a merry-go-round that was so fun. I remember that merry-go-round. It had 4 seats on it, and then you would get on it, and you would turn around, and you'd have a blast. The neighbor we lived, and everyone was close. We would do a lot together. We would go out to dinner. We would go and celebrate New Year's Eve together. We were a big neighborhood that always celebrated together. My parents always gave me a very nice birthday party. My mom was the room mom at school also. I do remember in a play in kindergarten, I was Martha Washington. I also remember in school, I always struggled with learning. My parents would take us on vacation, I believe every year. I love Christmas the most kids do. We would get together with my mama and papa, my aunts and cousins on Christmas Eve. Then late on Christmas Eve night, my mammy and papa would come over, and we could open one gift before bed. Papa and Dad would get ready for Santa, while Mammy had laid down with me. I always loved surprises. My favorite thing to do was skate. I used to sell stuff from schools very easy also. I would sign up for every competition you could sign up for, and I'd always win the skates. I'd be the one that sold the most entertainment books. I'd be the one that got the most sponsors on the sheet for skate-a-thons. I would stand out at Kroger and sell the entertainment books. I would go everywhere and sell the entertainment books. I was a very good salesman, they always said. I loved tap dancing. We also had a pop-up camper, so we would go camping with the family. I remember most of my see, I wrote this and I can't even read it now. I gotta get this done. Oh, my teachers loving me in elementary school. But I had one that didn't like me at all. She embarrassed me really bad. I did something with a ruler. My mom tried to get her fired. She let her hit me with the ruler. But they said she had so much seniority. They could not fire her, but they could remove me to another class. I love my dad's parents. I just didn't like spending the night over there much. I remember always being very afraid of stuff. I'm sure that I was the reason why. My dad also traveled a lot for work. I remember going to surprise him one time. I cut all my hair off really short. I believe I was in 5th grade. I got really sick with a very high fever. And my side was hurting really bad. My dad was traveling. I heard my mom scream. There was a snake that ran out from my mouth. And when I say a snake, it was a very long snake. She couldn't believe it. She called her next door neighbor and said, please come kill this snake. And her next door neighbor said, how do you think I can kill a huge snake like that? So she came over with an axe and they axed the floor down. They axed it big time to kill this huge long snake. As a child, I remember having wonderful parents and grandparents. I also remember being sick all the time. I also remember always being very scared my whole life. There was a ghost, a guardian angel. Now I know it was a demon. It wore a white gown. She would visit all the babies. Still could be an angel, I don't know. But I was always terrified of ghosts. She would visit all the babies in the neighborhood, and she put a wedding ring in there when they were born. Can y'all hear? I want to make sure y'all can hear. Can you really not hear? Can you hear or not? The neighborhood, there was an old graveyard behind. I remember as a child, I loved playing school and house with my friends that were in the neighborhood. I remember going to church camp. I hated one of them. I called my mom and I told her to come get me. My mom drove that long way in the middle of the night to come get me. I was so happy to leave that place. It was the strictest camp I'd ever laid eyes on. I started in a public middle school for 1 year. I hated it. I was made fun of. Not popular. I just was made fun of the whole time. I was very shy around other kids, except the ones I grew up with in the neighborhood. My mom pulled me out of that private school, put me in a private school called off in Omega. Met some close friends there, but I still struggled in school bad. I remember breaking a chair, being embarrassed with a big red bow on it that I had to take home. My mom decided it was time to get a part-time job, so she got a job. I got one at the mall theater, Mall Corners Theater. I used to love to go to work with her because I could see free movies, get free popcorn, and all the drinks I wanted. It was always so neat. But one time I was in the movie, this old man, creepy old man, sat beside me and started messing with me. And to this day, I don't remember it all that would happen. I remember struggling to get away from him. I remember running out the door. My mom said, "What's wrong with you? You look like you've seen a ghost." I said something. I lied to her and said something because I didn't want her to worry. I remember as a childhood, for years, 5 different people that were in our family that was sexually molested. Some of them were killed. Some of them weren't. That's all my dad would talk about. You know what happened to your cousins? You need to be careful when you're out there. You don't need to go anywhere by yourself. It's dangerous out there. My dad was always worried. Me and my mom being out late at night. My mammy and papa bought another home in a different area and had an underground pool. I love swimming, so did my mammy. In the summer, we would go stay up all night, sometimes go skinny dipping. We had so much fun. We'd go shopping, out to dinner, garage sales like crazy, and estate sales. We had so much fun together doing that. My mom tried so hard to make me happy with school that we tried another private school. That school was a Church of God school. Can y'all hear or not? I remember then praying very different when we would have chapel. While I was sitting in that chapel, there would be people praying in the Spirit. I had no clue really what was going on. I'd never really been around it. I would see weird things in that chapel, and I thought, what in the world? What kind of school am I in now? The private school had a cheerleading camp. I went, but had a very hard time cheering. So they said you could be a coach. I struggled with everything I would try to do, except dance. The camp was in Panama City Beach. It was fun. When we were not cheering, I ended up meeting a very cute guy. He lived very far from me, so I never saw him again. We were there a week, then my family came up for another week. My friend Blake, I don't want to say her name because she watches my stuff. With us, we had a wonderful time. After we got back from the trip, I got involved with my ex-boyfriend. His name was Matt. We would go to each other's houses, to church, to Atlanta, to the First Baptist Church. We dated for a year. I was asked to go on a trip with a girlfriend. They had tons of money. We stayed in a mansion. They had a convertible Mercedes. They lived it up. Nothing like I ever did. They were filthy, filthy rich. We're there for a week. I couldn't understand why her parents would just leave us in the condo having somebody watch us. I think they took us out to dinner one time. Thought, wow, why aren't her parents treating us and letting us go out? But I guess they thought it was for them and to have a vacation. I got back from that trip. He broke up with me. My heart was broken.
Oh,
Broken. I was in the bathroom throwing up over and over and over. I was a mess. My mom said, I hope you never get with another boy again. This is horrible. Not long after that, I started hanging out with my
What are we doing? Has she been
mom's
writing her
dear
book tonight or
friend,
something? I don't
April,
understand.
and another one, Leah. and they worked at the theater with my mom. Then I got my learners, and I was able to drive. April would let me drive everywhere.
Y'all
with
see
her
what I just
car.
did?
We had so much fun.
Look.
She would let me
Oh,
drive
crap.
when she was a lot older than me.
The backpack, I'm burning up, so I just strapped it onto the chair. And she's just laying down in there. She's super chill.
To be 15 years old, hanging out and cruising around. And ended up going back to middle school.
I guess where she's writing her book.
Public school in 10th grade.
Merry-go-round goes in a circle.
Can y'all still hear?
I missed what she said, I guess. Hearing silicon manifesto.
Can y'all still hear?
Chicken choking. Oh, it'll come. I'm sure most of it is made up. It just made trying to figure out how to take leave and get home for a funeral. So
They had a beautiful sports car.
it goes on and on, my friend. This is the song that doesn't end.
Is it really
Yes, it
gone or
goes
is it
on
not
and
gone?
on, my friend.
They asked us to leave with them.
Okay, sorry, the dog told me to quit.
Asked us to get in
Singing.
that car and go with
Watch
them.
out. Hello, how are you?
They were going to take us somewhere
Do
fun.
you smell something?
They were a lot
No,
older
you're
than
fine.
us.
Stop. Stop. I should have brought some treats.
I didn't want to go.
Watch out. What are you watching out for? Good book title
I didn't
suggestions.
want to go.
This is her
With these
her life
guys that were a
story.
lot older than us.
You're fine. Chill out. Chill out. You're shh.
We were about to, and our dad drove up because he worked in the middle of the night. No, I'm sorry. That's not what happened. I don't know why I just said that. I know what happened. I tell this story all the time. I don't know why I just did that. I know this story by heart. These other guys drove up, stopped us. We ended up talking to them. The good-looking guys ended up driving away.
Tell me.
So the two
Can y'all-
guys stopped us from getting in the car.
Can
with
y'all
the
tell me
guys
if
that
y'all
may
can
have
hear it or
ever
not,
brought us
please,
back
so I know
again.
for
When
sure?
I say they were older. We were fixing to be 16 years old.
Just a quick
and
yes
they
or
were
no.
probably in their late 20s. Early 20s, sorry. We went in the house, went to bed. Next day we were outside again. Good-looking guys came
Yes,
up.
thank you.
We
Okay.
continued to
You lay
ignore
down.
them.
I'll be right back.
The other guys drove up again. We talked to them for a while, then I went home. The whole week at school, one of those guys kept seeing me, and he wanted to ask me out. The following Then one of the guys asked if they could take us home. I called my mom and asked her if I thought she would have said no, but she said yes. Just be careful. So on the way home, one of the guys, which is my husband now, asked if I could go to work with him the next day. He worked at the movie theater that my mom's best friend worked at, so my mom let me go. After he got off, we watched the movie Dirty Dancing. He ended up kissing me in the movie. In that movie, that was November the 21st, 1987. He ended up living over a couple of streets from me. He would come over, he would walk me to class. I was so thankful to meet him, to have someone to hang out with at school. My 16th birthday was a few weeks later. I planned a big party. We rented a place, had a DJ. I remember Joel coming in with a big heart balloon that said, "I love you." We had a great time slow dancing and had a great time at the party. My parents gave me a small box to open. It was a key in there. They had a beautiful Camaro. Then asked me to come see it. I had a big red bow on it. I mean, that's how they showed it to me, was asked me to come see it. I'd gone that day to get my license, but didn't pass. I was so upset. Had the party. One of my friends had her license. So my mom let her drive my car, let me drive the car with her in it. My parents spoiled me with a beautiful party. It was Christmas time soon. I wish I could remember more. My papa was in
Did you sit and write this out all day today?
They had a big heart reward banquet. He was big in Civitan. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of Civitan, but he was very big in Civitan. We would go and we would work with the Down syndrome kids, and I loved doing that. It was amazing. It blessed me so much. That was part of the Civitan's way to give back. We went to the banquet, dressed all up, had pictures done. I went on a skiing trip with the youth group right after that at church. I got very sick there. I couldn't ski. I was too tired to even pick up the boots to put them on my feet. And I thought, what in the world is going on? Why can't I enjoy this like everyone else? They're able to put their skis on. They're able to put them on and go ski. All I wanted to do was sleep. I was falling asleep at that ski lodge. I had not one dime of energy in my body. And I thought, why can't I ride this? Why can't I do this? Why do I feel so sick? After I got home from that trip, I was sick on and off for a year. I would go back to school 1 or 2 days, the next day be very sick. I did that for a year. My mom would have to drive me to the ER. They would have to put me in ice, get my fever down. I was homebound in the school during that because I was too sick to go. Joe would sit with me while other people were going out doing stuff.
Okay, I'm letting you out.
I couldn't do anything but lay in the bed, watch movies.
Look.
I ended up seeing an autoimmune disease
Silly girl. Okay.
specialist because I wouldn't get well. She put me in the hospital for a week. She did every test out there she could do. Then she diagnosed me with Epstein-Barr virus. I would get so fatigued and run a fever. That was my first year in high school. It was so hard.
Yeah.
I was so thankful I had Joel. We dated, I believe, a year. He gave me a promise ring. We did everything together.
Okay,
We went on lots of trips with my parents.
Now you stink because you laid in that
I believe
stinky bed.
dating
Why
3
did you
years, he
pee
took
in your
me to a
bed?
very fancy restaurant.
Oh my God, this is so exciting,
Called
y'all.
the Lion in the Unicorn.
Your sound is
I've been
going in
down,
and
I
out.
raced up, and my engagement ring was sitting on a plate.
No one cares. You weren't happy about the car. You already,
Maybe
she's
he
never
had
happy with
proposed,
anything
I
that's
guess,
given to
with
her.
his- on the knee. I don't remember. He proposed with his knee.
How
He was
who's
on his knee. It
who's
says that
watch
right
out?
here. I said yes, of course, even though we still had several years of school left. For Christmas break, we went on a Disney cruise as a family. We rented a van. My dad's mom went with us. Before we went on the cruise, I was very sick with pneumonia, but I got over it. We had an amazing time on the cruise. We swam with dolphins, which I love so much.
Hold on.
Dolphins is my life, and
I gotta
it's my
answer a
joy,
text real quick.
and I can't wait. I wanted to go to downtown Disney,
Our
so we
16th
went.
birthday.
I was walking around, and all of a sudden, I thought I was going to die. I started freezing. I could tell I was getting a very high fever.
Y'all still here?
I was feeling
I don't
terrible.
remember what I
so
did
Joel and I
yesterday.
went
Right,
back.
exactly.
I found
Christian.
my mom.
Well, she has told these
She
stories
said,
so many
"Surely you're
times.
not
Yeah,
sick
she
again.
has.
Surely
She
you're not
tells
sick again."
the same stories over and over again.
I said, I gotta get out of here. Joel took me back to the hotel. I was burning up with a fever. I always ran a very high fever. Joel slept on the floor and watched me all
Say
night
hi.
long. My mom decided we needed to go to the after-hours clinic. They checked me and said I had double pneumonia. I was very sick, that I needed to get home
She
to
was
see my
very
doctor.
sick.
We started getting ready to leave Florida.
No,
It was
they
snowing
are
and sleeting.
more boring
We
with
couldn't
each
believe
time.
it. I remember the maids and everyone was so happy it was snowing.
Let me see how
The
I
snow
can.
started sticking.
Y'all don't
to
want to
the
see my
ground
ugly mug, I
fast.
promise.
My dad was driving the van that we rented.
You're,
We
come
just
get
kept
her.
seeing everyone sliding off the road.
She
It
talks
was
too
like
much.
something in a movie. People were all over the road. Their suitcases
Yeah,
had
you.
fallen out of their cars.
My God.
Wrecks everywhere. My dad was so
I think I might give her a
dang-
bath here in a minute at the next
My dad
stop.
was so scared.
This
that
is
he
why
made
people
us
need to do
through.
drugs. Ow!
It took
You
us
bit
9
me.
hours to go one exit because the roads were so bad.
Listening to her makes us need to do drugs, doesn't it? You hush you.
I was so sick. I was so
So
thankful the van
sick.
had like a bed in the back.
If
so
y'all
I was able
will,
to lay down.
Pay attention
It took
to
us
her.
10 hours. Oh, it says 10 hours.
I
It
believe
was
that
10
she might
hours.
suffer from some
To drive
kind
one
of,
exit.
I know
was
it's hard to
terrible
believe,
time.
but OCD.
We got to that exit, everyone had
With this-
sold out of food except one restaurant. They had a piece of chicken and a biscuit.
Okay, I can't yell over her. What?
The only place my dad
Don't
could
sass
go.
me.
My dad could only find
She
one place to
repeats
park.
things a
They had
lot.
big,
Now, I know
drop-off
she
bus.
doesn't have like any kind of OCD that makes her want to be in a clean environment.
From the ice fumes.
It would be so much better if she was twerking.
Place let it stay in the building for a
Because God
while.
knows she lives in constant chaos. But
Freeway was shut down
she repeats
all night.
things in 3s and 4s. Have you ever caught that? What are you doing? She's trying to, hold on, what are you doing here?
Stayed in that little
Look, you gotta
restaurant
stop.
for a few hours. And in that little restaurant, there was a rat running around.
I don't-
My
oh, there we
mom
go.
said,
That's what she
"I'm
did.
not in this
Okay.
restaurant."
No, she's
Finally,
not, I
was able to
promise.
get on the road again and had to drive very
Dog, you gotta stop. Leave my phone alone.
It was a Cracker Barrel, and everybody was stopping.
I'm
gas.
fixing to go drop you off where I
Everybody
found
had to
you.
figure out gas because there was everything was a mess.
I'm sorry that
It's
that's
a long time to get home.
so blurry. I don't know if it's this
Got home just in time for Christmas.
or that dirty phone over there that the kids' fingerprints
It
are all
was a
over.
crazy trip. I wish I could remember more of it.
Oh my God.
I do remember high
you
school
see
years
this?
were a
See
nightmare
her?
with being sick. I was struggling with learning.
Lay down.
I
Just
remember
lay down for a
Joel getting
minute.
caught for walking me to class. He kissed me. He got in terrible trouble.
Oh my heavens, really?
I was in a special class because I struggled.
Why is she even doing this? Does anybody fucking know what this is about?
A miracle, I believe. After I graduated, because Joel did all my homework. After I graduated, the doctor said it's time to take your tonsils out. I never could get well enough to get them out. It was a nightmare. I ran a very high fever, plus started throwing blood up.
Oh yeah.
My grandfather walked in and he said, "What are you doing?" And he saw blood.
She
all over
informed
the
me of that
bathroom.
the other
He
night
said, "Get
when
in
she
the
was
car
saying
now."
that AK kept
Drove me to the
tonsillitis,
hospital and,
tonsillitis
so
or
bad.
strep every
They couldn't believe I was
week or
still
something like that. Remember
alive.
what she said the other night?
I was running a very high
And I said,
fever
I commented
with
in there and I said, well,
hemorrhage of
they
what
would have took
happened
her
is
tonsils and
blood
adenoids
just-
out.
the
She
blood
comes
clot,
back
I think,
and
had
responds,
popped, and I didn't want
they couldn't
anybody
take
to know.
my tonsils out
And
because I
all
never
the blood
would
just
quit
went
running
everywhere.
fever. I was talking about AK. Which story is it
I was
though?
in there trying to hide it.
No, we don't
'cause
know.
I didn't want to worry anybody.
Arrested for war crimes.
I was staying with
Where'd
my
you go?
grandparents
You're
and
gonna get me in
he
trouble.
rushed me to the hospital. We thought I was going to die. It took months to get over that
Here.
surgery. They
You
kept
want
me
your
in the
baby?
hospital, I believe, a
Get your baby.
week. My mammy
your
and
baby.
papa took me to Florida for a week.
Come on.
Spoiled me rotten. I remember we stayed in the park at Disney, the nicest hotel, which was the Grand Floridian. Had so much fun with them. Joel was a year behind me in school. We went to every school dance together because we never broke up. The whole time we were dating. I went to buy my prom dress to go to his prom. I bought my wedding dress at the same time, the same day. It was crazy because I fell in love with the wedding dress. Joel worked with my dad on the weekends for years, plus did a couple of other jobs. I also worked 3 different jobs myself during Christmas to save money. Joel graduated in May. He worked very hard so we could get married. We finally planned our wedding for April. I was working at a bridal shop where I bought my wedding dress. While I was planning my wedding, every time a new dress would come in, I would say, I want that. When I call my mom and say, come see this dress, I like it better than the one at home. I wanted to change so many times, but never did always want it back to my mom, to the one I had that I picked out the day I bought my prom dress. We ordered our wedding invitations and everything was done. I'm praying y'all can hear. My mom gets a call from where we booked our reception a month before. They said they couldn't do our reception anymore, that they had to go ahead and rent the big venue out, that they weren't going to be able to allow us to use the venue. We were shocked. We had no clue what we were going to do. We were moving to apartments that had a beautiful clubhouse. So we went and talked to them to figure out how we could do our wedding reception there. We rented a dance floor. We made it turn out like a reception hall, and it ended up being beautiful. Joel and I were I don't know about him. I was a virgin. We got married. We went to the Evergreen Hotel for our wedding night. Stayed in the bridal suite. Our wedding was amazing. My parents did a wonderful job giving me a beautiful wedding. Our wedding night was a nightmare. Started having severe pain in my ovaries. I thought, what in the world is going on?
Still going?
So that meant I couldn't do anything with them.
Do y'all want
The next
to
day we
suffer
headed
through
to
this?
Florida and stayed a night in a Roach hotel.
I guess this is all
It
she's
was
doing tonight
terrible.
is just
We didn't even want to lay down.
reading her
The next day we boarded a cruise for 5 days.
rough draft for her book.
The honeymoon was not what we thought it would be. I really started having severe pain and felt like I was going to die.
Everybody's left
The pain
anyway.
was so severe that I wouldn't let
Are you gonna
anybody
read the
near
whole
me.
notebook tonight? Nice one,
I was
Snake
pretty
Hole.
much crying on the cruise in pain the whole honeymoon.
Oh, there's AK.
I got home from the cruise, went to the doctor.
All right,
got
I'll just let
checked
y'all
out,
go over and
they
watch her if y'all
said
want to.
It wasn't anything
And,
to worry about, that it was just being newly married.
I might go
They
live
ended up doing a
for about an
surgery.
hour
Found out I had an appendicitis.
here in a little while. If not, I'll be live on the way home
Me
around
and some of my
1:30.
cousins had appendicitis
Love you guys.
where it doesn't show up.
Bye.
And I had